Arr, you. Hello, sir. What would you like to order today? If ye be aboard this ship, ye must be hunting the White Wraith. Ship? White Wraith? Ye can tell from the look in ye eye. Every man aboard this vessel be the same. Oh God, why did I ask? No man, sane nor sober, would dare step aboard without the burning flames of revenge in their heart and the look of hatred in their eyes. Very interesting, sir. Now what would you like to order? The White Wraith took everything from me. There I was, you see, on a cloudless spring day. 'Tis the last day I can remember feeling the warmth of sunlight on me skin. I was with me family, having a picnic in the park. I can still recall the laughter of me wife and daughter. That was until the sky suddenly grew dark and the White Wraith descended upon our family meal.
I'm just a birdie too.
Since that day, I swore vengeance upon the menace known as the White Wraith. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Please tell me your order. What happened to me family, ye ask? I didn't. No, lad. Me family be safe and sound. 'Twas not me family the White Wraith took. 'Twas our meal. An entire party pack of spicy honey barbecue nuggies. I've been chasing the beast ever since. 15 years it's been since I've seen me wife and child. Please, sir, just make your order. Nay, me family would understand. Some crimes can never be forgiven. Okay, so look, this is a Wendy's. If you're not gonna order anything, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I will take a 20-pack of spicy honey barbecue nuggies. Thank you for your order, sir. It'll be right with you. Just perfect. Another schizophrenic, homeless drug addict. That's like the fourth one today. Hashtag just America things. You see, I'm a true, proud, and stalwart member of the PC Gaming Master Race. It's not a lifestyle choice. It's a part of my bloodline. Both my father and his father before him were part of the IT guys tribe. When my grandfather was fixing computers, they were so large the entire room was the computer, and they worked by inputting punch cards. This was 20 years before the creation of the internet, so a time before recorded history, known only as the Age of Myths. When I was young, me and the other children in PC Village would huddle around a desktop computer, running a copy of the 2007 Crisis game our fathers had torrented for us off LimeWire. We would set the graphical settings to max and warm ourselves with the heat coming off the computer's GPU. There, the tribal elders would tell us stories from the dream times. Stories from before the console war generation we were born into. In hushed tones, they would tell us scary tales of the rise of our first enemy, the Magnavox Odyssey.
This activates 3 lights, 2 representing the players and 1 representing the ball. Press the special tennis game overlay into position on the television screen, and you're ready to begin an exciting, fast-paced tennis game.
But the stories they told of the utopian world we lived in before the rise of consoles were always my favorite. So, as any real man does, I grew up to inherit the dreams of my ancestors. So I ask you all, my proud brothers and sisters of the PC Master Race, to stand with me and take back our birthright, to set the world right as it was in the days of old. Back to a world where we, the true gamers, the PC gamers, are the #1 priority when it comes to game optimization. Let us set forth on a crusade to enslave the inferior console players and place them in internment camps to mine copper to be used as heatsinks in our CPUs. Rise up, my brothers and sisters of the true PC Gaming Master Race, and let's make PC gaming great again. So, I've been wilding out in Monster Hunter on PC recently. Let me tell you all about it. This is my Hunter level, and this is my playtime at the time of writing this script. And this is my Hunter level and playtime on the day of posting this video. Your boy sure does love his number go up. I normally don't buy new games, but like many people, I fell for the Japanese propaganda that was getting pushed by Western content creators since the open beta, and I regret nothing. I have been really enjoying this game, so let me take you on the same journey I went on and give you my personal and incredibly well optimized experience with Monster Hunter Wilds on PC. Now, I don't pre-order games anymore. I always wait a few days and check the Steam reviews. I've been burnt too many times before. As Jane Fulton said in Rita Mae Brown's 1983 novel Sudden Death, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So you best believe I pre-ordered Wilds the second I posted my last video. 300k plus people played the open beta and confirmed it was gonna be the GOAT. For $105 dues, how could it be anything less than perfection? So there I was, glued to my chair at 3:55 PM, waiting for the 4 PM release. Not gonna lie, I was pretty hyped. This was the first time in years I had pre-ordered a game, and I was edging to get in. Then comes 4 PM, and button, no say play yet. Then comes 4:05, button still no say play yet. Then it happens, 4:07 PM, it changes to unpacking, 60.76 gigabytes. It's been so long since I pre-ordered a game that I downloaded it, but I forgot to pre-install it. I am kinda retarded. Game opens, it's time to play, or so I thought. Oh, it's gotta optimize my game data first. Good to know this game was so committed to being an optimized experience. 9 minutes and 55 seconds of optimization later, it was finished. Say hello to Monster Hunter me. His face looks exactly like mine. His body is built just like mine IRL, and he sounds identical to me as well.
From that description, you mean a Lalabarina.
We are basically twinsies. I always use Greatsword in Monster Hunter games for 2 reasons.
I Oonga, therefore I Boonga.
And man, the combat looks awesome. When I'm able to see it, the sound effects go hard as well. When my audio quality doesn't drop down to sounding like I'm listening to it on a pair of $10 supermarket speakers.
Authorize and protect the support team.
Both these issues turned out to be a pretty easy fix. Driver update fixed the graphical issues, and the audio issues were fixed by turning off the in-game multiplayer voice chat. So now I can't hear the Chinese player base calling me slurs when I die 3 times in a row in their Tier 8 tempered Arkveld investigations.
操你妈！我也赶快比过什么叫黑手。
Which is honestly very disappointing. Before I talk about the best part of the game for me, let me talk about the part I dislike the most. Rant time with Peerless Daddy. Skip to the time on screen to avoid spoilers. Nata annoyed the shit out of me. I legit facepalmed twice during certain parts with the way he acted. I get that he's a kid, but there's a reason that all good stories that have a central focus around someone that young give them some form of redeeming personality traits, so the people don't dislike a central character.
Please, don't do this. I'm begging you.
But Nata was just annoying. Even the story moment that felt like he was finally about to get some redemption.
If I were a hunter, it's what I would do.
Just ended up making me cringe. So, as you can probably tell, I didn't really like this story. Don't get me wrong though, some of the cutscenes popped the fuck off.
By my own order. I will slay Soshia.
And it did a great job at making my character feel like an absolute Chad. I don't think people truly understand how strong their character is, lore-wise, by the end of the main story. So there's this ruined ancient civilization that were giga-powerful like 1,000 years ago. They had figured out limitless energy and used it for all kinds of crazy overpowered stuff. They even used it to create the monster that would ultimately end up destroying their whole civilization. But I 1v1 that monster with only minimal help from my cat slave. So if I'm stronger than a monster that crushed a super powerful civilization back into the Stone Age, does that mean, according to lore, if I went back in time 1,000 years to before they were destroyed, I could solo an entire population of people with access to limitless power? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Now, even though I didn't enjoy the story of Monster Hunter Wilds, I think I've figured out the reason. Over the past few years, I've played some games with absolutely goated stories. So I don't think Monster Hunter's story is the problem. I think I might be the problem. I've gotten so used to excellent storytelling that a game with an average story now seems kinda dogshit to me. So all in all, the story is probably that. Nothing special, just mediocre. But honestly, fuck the story. How's the gameplay? It's very fun. I keep hearing people calling it too easy. But if that's true, why do so many retards keep dying in my tier 7 tempered Gormagala investigations? Huh? You know who you are. Memes aside, Wilds does feel a bit too easy, especially at the start. So let me tell you about the only 2 true paths you should follow when starting this game. The first path follows the idea, if the game is already easy, why not make it easier? So we are going to make the starting experience so easy, it'll make you ask, why even play at that point? Now, in this example, your IQ is only 23, and you suffer from a profound mental disability. So we are going to need to make the game even easier to help you get through this. Firstly, we add the mod shop tweaks, all items in. But you don't have enough cash money to buy anything. Don't you worry, there's a mod for that as well. So we're gonna tweak all items to cost only 1 zenny, while every item you have sells for 100k. Need more monster materials to make your starter gear? Easy, let's mod it to drop 3 times the normal amount. Wait, no, you can do better than that. Let's just mod in an item editor and just add in the monster materials you need. Wait, fuck it. Let's just add in a mod that removes the very need for monster materials when crafting gear. Though, wouldn't it be nice if all this gear you were crafting also had its skills maxed and rocking 3 max level decoration slots on it as well? Easy, you can just mod it in. Then use the item editor you already have installed to spawn in the best decorations in the game. Why the fuck not? Who's gonna stop you? Well, damn, you haven't even left the first town, so you don't have any higher level gear and weapons unlocked. So, it's time to go hunt some monsters. But you have the cognitive and pattern recognition abilities of a woman in 1948 who underwent a lobotomy because her husband couldn't deal with her anxiety. Back then, if a man's fists couldn't calm a woman down, he was truly left with no other options. So, just to be safe, let's mod you in a damage adjuster and pump those numbers up so high you can one-shot everything in the game. You won't need to worry about your lack of pattern recognition if there are no patterns to recognize. Now it's time for a completely authentic Monster Hunter experience.
The sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in it stopped raining. Everybody's in a play, and don't you know, it's a beautiful day. Hey.
The second one is for the true Lone Wolf Sigma players. The kind of players who watched Berserk and went, guts is literally me. The second path follows the idea, if the game is too easy, why not make it way harder? Now, what I consider way harder, you might not. Just remember, I didn't know how to use focus strikes for the first 20 hours of gameplay because I had changed my mouse 4 keybind to the control key and forgot about it. I am very fucking retarded. We are doing tier 1 starter weapon, no armor, no items, that includes consumables, no weaponry sharpening, no SOS, no cat, no burb, no sling, no purposeful environmental damage, no sneak attacks, no focus strikes on wounds, no mounting bosses, minimum health and stamina. Also, if you faint once, you have to restart. You're not really allowed to use anything this game lets you do, except attack with your main weapon, block, and dodge. That's right. We're increasing the difficulty by changing this game from a Monster Hunter-like into a Souls-like. You see, I was watching some crazy Japanese man solo tier 8 tempered Arcveld with a greatsword in like 2.5 minutes. And it made me realize I am dog shit at this game. I have never used Counter-Strike or even blocked once in my Monster Hunter journey thus far, let alone getting off a perfect guard or having a clash with a boss monster. But I was clearing tier 8 tempered Arcveld with no problems anyway. The fact that I'm doing endgame content without having to learn how to use all that goes to show the difficulty level of Wilds. But this looks fucking sick. And my autism kicked in, and a little voice in the back of my mind said those 2 magic words, get good. So, my anime training arc officially started. It's been weeks since my training began. While you were farming nightflower pollen before it gets patched, I was studying the art of the blade. While you were using golden relic tickets for perfectly rolled artisan weapons, I checked my keybinds and found out block had been the R key this whole time. While you molded thousands of decorations, I mastered the timing of the perfect block. While you ran out of guild points from resetting for golden relic tickets, I learnt the timing of offset rising slash. After you spent an entire day farming ancient wyvern coins and capture netting fish for guild points, my training was finally complete. I was ready. Namaste. So I immediately began my challenge idea after picking my first opponent, tier 1 Chatacabra, and proceeded to immediately get my shit pushed in. Again, and again, and again. Turns out it's not you who has an IQ of 23 and a profound mental disability. It was me, all along. I rate this game based as fuck Monster Hunter fans who prioritized day 1 nudity mods over my dogshit ass needing 15 attempts to kill tier 1 Chatacabra. Chatabakura. Fuck. I hate that name. Over my dogshit ass needing 15 attempts to kill tier 1 Chatabakura. Chatacabra. Fuck. Over my dogshit ass needing 15 attempts to kill tier 1 Chatacabra. Fuck. Chatacabra? Chatacabra. I fucking hate that name. Over my dogshit ass needing 15 attempts to kill tier 1 Chatacabra while trying my self-imposed challenge. Seriously, it's a very fun game, but it definitely needs some work. If you want to pick up a copy of this game, it's 105 AUD, or 70 USD in a real country's money. Cheap CD key websites have it for around $10 to $15 cheaper. I swore vengeance upon the menace known as the White Wraith. Fuck. Holy shit, that voice hurts my throat. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Upon the menace known as the White Wraith.